about how,
I was actually surprised when he spoke about Brock because I'm so old. When you say Brock Lesnar, I think about Brock Lesnar from WWE.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about.
I think that's what
he's
But he's talking about his the UFC
career in MMA. Yeah,
in MMA,
UFC avatar. But I was thinking Brock Lesnar. That's a weird reference.
And here he is making his way to the cage in a very sort of heartwarming tale. He told us about how his brother got into mixed martial arts and supported him all throughout the way.
Yes.
His parents have been really supportive. All they said was, if you're going to do this, you do it well.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Which was a little,
Try your best.
A little surprising considering most Indian parents and families are not actually supportive of this as a career.
Yeah, I mean, look, most Indian parents look out for their children. They want the best for their children. And in their heart of hearts, they also kind of think that, you know, in a sport like mixed martial arts, you're going to get badly hurt. And nobody wants to see their children hurt, you know? So in many ways, I understand where Indian parents come from. But you've got to let your child do what he wants to do. And here, we've got Pankaj Das with a supportive family pushing him forward. And we can see, let's hope we see the result of that in tonight's fight against Onseng Lee.
That's what his message was, actually. He wanted to thank his family. Win or lose. Yeah, he wants to thank his family for all the support that he's shown over the years.
Yeah, especially his elder brother. I
agree.
I forgot the name, but he especially mentioned that he wants to thank his elder brother, who's really
Das, I think that's
a source of his strength and support through the years.
His brother was the real one that sort of pushed him into MMA and sort of like got him into it. And I was thinking, convinced his parents to sort of support him as well, right? So it's a big deal for a guy to walk into the cage with that kind of full support.
Yeah, and he was absolutely brutally honest about the fact that he has to deal with a lot of nerves before a fight.
Exactly.
That's the first thing that he said.
But like most guys, when the cage door closes, it's on.
Yeah.
And up next, we've got, making his way into the cage, local boy from Miao, Onseng Lee Singpho.
Onseng Lee from Miao, Changlang district, of course part of Arunachal Pradesh, representing, fighting out of gym
Shakao.
I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that.
I love that name. It's like Shakao. It's like a sound effect. But again, stand out in wushu, so he's probably got knockout power in his hands and fists, and is probably going to have a very good takedown game as well, right? Going to try and put Pankaj down and maybe show off his little bit of his submission ability. He's young, he's hungry, looking for a TKO.
I'm always interested to know, or rather see somebody with a solid base in a different martial art come into MMA and see kind of like what do they bring from their the base martial art that they came out of.
I'm glad you brought that up. The first thing he told us when we asked him this question, what is it like to come from wushu into mixed martial arts? His first thing was like, it teaches you to be mentally strong. Because you're already competing in a combat sport, right? Like it gives you that mindset of like, I'm going to go and I'm going to have to hurt this dude.
I mean, then again, you know, to be honest, my idea of what I've seen about wushu so far has been more, I don't know, stylistic rather than really practical. So
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And now we have the tail of the tape in the semi-pro division. Pankaj Das taking Onseng Lee Singpho. Pankaj, 24 years old, 5'7", weighing in at 61 kilograms. Onseng Lee Singpho, the local boy, 22 years old, 5'7", and weighing in at 63 kilograms. This will be contested in the Bantamweight division.
Absolutely. These two guys are evenly matched as far as age, height, and weight is concerned.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a banger.
Ladies and gentlemen, two people really ready to fight. They need to be introduced. So let me introduce you. Fighting out of blue corner, weighing 61.45 kilo, from Dojang, Assam. Transition from kickboxing to MMA and looking to go pro. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pankaj Das. And fighting out of red corner, weighing 63.45 kgs. A national level wushu medalist. That too, a gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, from Singpho, Nirjuli, Onseng Lee Singpho!
All right, we've got the third fight of the night. Pankaj Das from Dojang MMA in Assam taking on Onseng Singpho from Shakao MMA in Arunachal Pradesh. I hope you guys at home are having fun, man, because we at the booth definitely are.
Yes, absolutely. And I believe we have fixed the lag issue from what we were facing previously.
Yep.
And thank God for that.
Indeed. We were having a tough time calling the fight ourselves, looking at the monitor.
That's okay with us. We still have the best seat in the house.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but I was worried more for the viewers at home. I'm really glad that you guys are able to watch the fights just like we're able to right now. But here we've got Pankaj Das, beautiful calf kick.
Both guys are kind of testing each other out with low kicks and feint jabs. Just checking each other out.
Actually, both the fighters have
beautiful
moved.
overhand right.
He heard it.
Drop Pankaj.
That was a huge overhand right.
I think this is a big mistake by Onseng to try and take him down. He's getting the better of him on the feet. Why not keep it there? He's got his hands clasped, though. He might be able to take Pankaj down, but Pankaj has got an underhook, and he's using that to basically tear Onseng off of him.
And the thing is, Pankaj is actually slightly taller, I think. So
and he's much taller.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely good to mix it up, but then he was in a great position to hurt him.
He had to knock him out, but look, he's in dominant position. He's in mount right now. But he's got to basically be stable right now.
Yeah.
He's got to stabilize Pankaj, make sure that Pankaj can't buck him off, and then lay down some serious strikes.
I think that was more of like an instinctive move, although he did not, got the better of him in the punches. Somehow he just thought instinctively to just go for a takedown.
No, it's like in mixed martial arts, right? You sort of train to do it. You throw a couple of punches and you shoot in for a takedown. It's part of the game. But beautiful reversal by Pankaj. Beautiful reversal by Pankaj, who's looking to take Onseng's back. And he's almost gotten there. He's in the clinch.
And I think
now both fighters separate.
This is probably where Onseng should try and keep it.
He was getting the better of Pankaj on the feet, right, Sanju?
Right, exactly. So why give that up?
Exactly. Beautiful overhand right, dropped him, got him on wobbly legs, and he hit him 2 more times and shot in.
And he just needed to sort of just should have gone all out with that, and I think
could maybe gotten a finish,
Exactly, by now he would have won the fight.
But here, basically, again, so what I'm really seeing Pankaj is doing wrong is he's throwing naked leg kicks, and not just that, when he's throwing the naked leg kick, his hands come down.
Yeah.
And so when his hands come down, obviously your opponent knows that, Onseng Lee mocking his opponent. But as soon as the hands come down, the overhand is going to come and crack you with it.
Right.
That happened a couple of times.
Yeah, and these wushu guys are so used to people throwing low kicks at them. It's a very bad idea for Pankaj to try that again.
Yeah, that's a good point. He needs to hide his kicks with some punches. Yeah, he has to throw.
Beautiful overhand right.
Connected really well.
Something destined to happen.
A nice 1-2.
It definitely is a matter of instincts, I believe. With some strikes, he follows up with
yeah, it's instincts,
Instincts, yeah, absolutely.
It's basically showing that he's trained, right? He's trained exactly this. Another right hand. Pankaj is taking a shellacking here.
Yeah.
Pushes him up against the cage. As you can hear his coaches, at least we can hear his coaches calling in for a takedown.
Yep.
Using a body leg, single leg, whatever he can to basically mitigate the damage. But beautiful takedown defense by Onseng. Oh, that was a bad one. He's going to give up his back, but he's smart enough to turn back into him. This is a really grueling fight, ladies and gentlemen. You can see both guys are just like trying to tear each other out. He's Onseng in front of his corner, as you can see. Aturto, Vet, Jarbin giving him instructions.
Onseng is really committing to these takedown attempts.
The last 10 seconds to go. He's almost got a beautiful trip.
Beautiful trip, yes.
But he's put himself right in a triangle choke.
Ooh,
But time runs out.
Saved by the bell, a term. A very often used term, but that's exactly what happened in this case.
Both of them have a striking background, right?
Correct.
And them mixing up really well, whatever happened, transpired in the first round, they really tried to mix it up in the ground.
Yeah, Onseng definitely tried to. He hurt Pankaj really bad with a beautiful overhand right. While Pankaj was throwing an absolutely naked leg kick without any setup, he saw it coming, hit him with an overhand right, wobbled him and then shot in for a takedown. I mean, in many ways, sure, that's very instinctive, but I don't think it was the smartest idea.
But guys, what I think we have to consider is Onseng has missed weight. That means in the first round, by default, he loses 1 point.
So he's got to try and finish the fight, right? So no matter what, this first round is probably going to be a 9-9, a draw.
Yeah.
Because even if he won the first round, he's having a point taken away from you basically just puts you at level. Like even if you won the round, you've technically drawn that round.
Right, right. I think that's a fair assessment.
Man, I'm learning a lot with that.
And this usually happens when you have two strikers going against each other.
Yeah.
They usually try to mix it up in the ground. That's
Absolutely.
the leveling ground, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, round 2, Pankaj versus Onseng Singpho.
Onseng looks determined. You can see it in his eyes. Like he's really focused here. Again, that naked leg kick.
Yeah.
Onseng is going to make him pay for it at some point of time. And now Onseng moved to the southpaw. Yeah, changed his stance.
Yeah, I've noticed Pankaj has done that a few times. He changes his stance from...
No, I'm talking about Onseng. Onseng, see, now he's...
Yeah, Pankaj also did that in the
Pankaj as
last
well.
round, actually. A few times,
Oh,
I
both
think.
these guys are brawling. But again, he's got his chin up in the air. He's got to really watch that. But good takedown defense from Pankaj this time. Pushing on the head. Making sure that Onseng cannot lock his hands. But Onseng's got a single leg. But Pankaj doing all the right things. You need to be patient right here.
It's interesting again to see that Onseng seems to be getting the better of these striking exchanges, but he's the one
Initiating the
who initiates
grappling.
takedown,
Correct. Yeah. I guess maybe he feels like maybe he felt Pankaj's skills on the ground weren't as good as his, you know? And maybe he wants to put it there to sort of try and finish it.
Yes, that's a good point.
He's got a nice single leg as well. He's trying beautiful trip. That was a very, very educated takedown. I'm telling you, man, these wushu guys, they know, they know the balance of their opponents, right? Like as soon as they're shifting their weight, they kick the leg out and drop these dudes. Really, really great takedown from him. I don't like how Pankaj is putting his toes into the cage. That's not allowed. But again, he's setting up a triangle choke and he's almost got it.
Not quite.
Not quite, yeah. He was using his hands. He was grabbing Onseng's left hand with his right hand, maybe trying to like sort of get the leg over. But right now, again, he's not closed his guard, so he's looking to either get up or set up submissions. He's pushing away. He's doing all the right things.
If Onseng loses this on the ground, he's got no one but himself to blame. That's for sure.
I don't think he's going to lose it on the ground right now. He's showing very strong top position.
Yeah.
Pankaj is trying his best. They see he's trying to kick him off, you see? He's trying to kick him off, but Onseng not letting him do that. Just a lot of pressure. Pressure passing. What I think Onseng should look to do now is to pass to side control and maybe do some damage from there. But he's almost got himself locked in the triangle. Oh, he's got a beautiful armbar. Beautiful.
He almost has it.
But he should use it to get up now. Very smart from Pankaj. Exactly. Dude, this kid is not bad. Like he's got a couple of mistakes. Like he's made a couple of mistakes here and there, but he knows
finds himself
exactly
in a
what
tough
to do.
position and he goes for a takedown.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful work by Pankaj.
Around.
Beautiful work by Pankaj. But I'm telling you guys, at this point, these kinds of fights, they're brutal and they're grueling, man. Like it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
You can see, but Onseng is using much more energy than he's supposed to be using.
Look, it's a simple thing, right? Like shooting for takedowns is much more difficult than actually defending takedowns. Defending takedowns, all you need to do is just make sure you follow all your opponent's moves. But taking a person down, you've got to put all your energy into it. He still gets it though. Beautiful single leg takedown. He ran the pipe and got him down. But again, he's trying for an armbar here. Pankaj is exactly doing what I would want someone of his caliber to do at this point in the ground. He's almost got it.
Lord,
beautiful. Oh, and you
This
can see the grimace
I think he
on
has it.
Onseng's
He
face.
has it.
Beautiful tap.
Wow.
And this is the same thing I was talking to you in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is a very bad position of Japanese style.
Wow.
Beautiful
And he
work by
throws off his
Pankaj.
mouth guard towards the
Was I
crowd.
saying something about if Onseng loses it in the ground,
He has nobody
he
to
has
blame
no one but himself to
And
blame?
Sanju, you're totally right about this.
Because see, like we were all agreeing on, he is dominating with the striking. So why do that and tire yourself out?
Yeah.
Which is what got the better of him.
Yeah, and then forget about Tyler. He just got surprised with a beautiful armbar setup, man.
And you know, once you got it locked in like that, there's nothing much you can do,
he
man.
hyper-extended the hips. He got him belly down. There's nothing much you can do at that point but tap.
You know, tap out or lose the arm.
Yeah, exactly, or lose the arm. Incredible victory by Pankaj Das, warrior from Assam.
Very well done, very well done.
I think once Pankaj realized that even if he gets the takedown, there's not much that he was able to do. The confidence grew.
Yeah, exactly.
And he kept on going for
submissions, exactly. You can see Mridul Sakya. Mridul Sakya as coach, and now we move to Cargo in the cage. As you can see in the replay, beautiful belly down armbar. Incredible work by Pankaj.
The results are out. Ladies and gentlemen, winner by armbar submission in 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round 2 is in the blue corner, Pankaj!
A hard loss for Onseng Lee, but nonetheless, he did give in his all. I think so. This is one match he can learn again from.
So it's a learning experience. For him.
Definitely. For Onseng, he's going to take away something from this.
And let's take it to Cargo in the cage.
Onseng, how are you feeling? Let's keep this shot. How are you feeling and what do you want to say now?
It was a good fight. Yeah, I came short, but next time I'm going to be back more stronger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Onseng Lee wants to be back.
And lastly, I would like to thank the people who supported me, my parents, and all my sponsors. Thank you. I'll be back stronger. I'll work more on my BJJ. And thank you. Thank you all for coming. Lots of great fights incoming. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Onseng Lee Singpho. Pankaj Southpaw. We had that conversation. कल हम उससे बात हुई थी Southpaw के बारे में. We saw that. Pankaj, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे? And let's keep it short.
सर, बोला था ना अंबा लगाएगा, लगा दिया.
और कुछ बोलना चाहेगा Pankaj? 25 years में pro जाने का plan है. क्या अतुर्तो से आप अपना pro debut करेगा?
हाँ, अब लोग साथ देगा तो कुछ जरूर करेगा.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new prospect for pro fighting. 22 years old, 3 more years to go. Pankaj,
That armbar was slick. Sanju, what do you say?
Yep, absolutely. Although we couldn't really see it very clearly from this angle or even in the monitor.
Yeah.
But
he got a
that
nice one,
locked in.
yeah.
Very nice. And once you have that, there's nothing much you can do, really.
There's nothing much you can do. Like, I mean, the arm is hyper-extended. It was a beautiful comeback win. He had pretty much lost the first round, was on his way to losing the second round and pulled an armbar out of the fire. Like, beautiful work by Pankaj Das.
Absolutely.
Give it up for him, man.
I'm still very curious as to why Onseng kept on going in for those takedowns when he was